What's up, everybody? Grumpy Giant coming at you from my Skyblock paradise. Today, we're going to space, and as you can see, we got, I don't know if we got lucky or what happened, but we went through all the questing for advanced resources, right, last episode, and one of the quest rewards that we got from better questing was this Tier 10 powered rocket, and it says creative only, so we apparently got ourselves a creative item from a quest reward. I was kind of surprised by that. Anyway, it uses electricity. It doesn't use fuel for the travel, which is really kind of interesting, kind of cool. But we have a Tier 10 rocket, so realistically, other than having to build these things for each of the different quests that we've got for To Space and Beyond, wherever that is, right there, other than needing to build a Tier 5 rocket, Tier 6 rocket, Tier 7 rocket, I think. No, the Tier 8 rocket. Yeah. So we're going to have to build out through the Tier 8 rocket, but we have a Tier 10 rocket. We can get all the way out to Kepler. Now, another thing, and this might be a little bit cheaty, you know, sure. You can use the mechanism or dictionificator to change between the different types of materials, such as platinum being turned over to the space platinum. I could do it with zinc. We had to do it with something. I don't remember what it was. Anyway. So I think today we're going to try to blast through as much of To Space and Beyond as we possibly can. So this is probably going to be a bit of a choppy episode, but, you know, just hold on to your butts, I guess. So let's get started. And Tier 4 rocket down. What is this? Why am I smoky? Oh, whatever. Okay, off to Jupiter. Alright, guys, so this place is absolutely terrifying. I'm going to go ahead and get underground and get the ores and stuff that we need. Try to get that situated. We landed in a pool of lava. So, yeah, that's fun. Iron, yeah, we need different stuff. So, let me find our stuff that we need. And hopefully we'll be able to get done here soon. Okay, guys, so Jupiter was fun. Yeah, good times. Good times. It wrecked my spacesuit. Wrecked it. Radiation is pretty much through the roof again. But, you know, we'll figure that out as we go. I still don't know what this is, though. This is weird. Because of my astral attunement, the armor will repair over time. I don't know if there's any way that I can actually repair this. I tried doing it in an energetic infuser with the flux reconstruction augment. Doesn't work. Doesn't repair this stuff. So I guess I'm just going to have to let it do it over time. But we have the Tier 5 rocket workbench schematic. So let's put that in here and see what's going to be involved. Right? So that is now learned. So the Tier 5... Jupiter, by the way, is really, really kind of freaky. It's really freaky. So a Tier 5... That's Tier 7. Tier 5. Tier 5 rocket is a bunch of heavy-duty plates, Tier 5 fins, Tier 5 booster, engine, nose cone. So the plates are compressed palladium and a tier 4 heavy duty plate, which is compressed mercury, compressed carbon, heavy duty, so on and so forth. I'm going to do that crafting off camera because it's going to take a little while. In the meantime, I'm going to, take the sleeps and all that stuff, try to get that radiation down, and hopefully we'll be ready to go to the next planet soon, which is what? Saturn. So we need it, which is good because that's going to let us do the anti-rad stuff, hopefully. And then we'll get through Pluto. I will probably... because once you've seen one, you've seen the rest. I might skip over some of this stuff. Yeah, I probably will. Because it's all the same. So let's get to Saturn, get the anti-rad, and then we can get through Pluto, and we'll be able to blast through the rest of this stuff. And hopefully this will be the last time we have to deal with space. And there is the tier 5 rocket, which should take us to Saturn. I totally forgot that I enchanted our spacesuit with mending. So I can use the experience that I get from the experience chicken to fix my armor. That made that so much easier. I totally forgot about that. Does this... Oh yeah, that's why this didn't work. Because it takes Essence of Knowledge. Duh. Dude. Duh. Okay. That's kind of an easy thing to fix. I totally spaced it on that. I'm an idiot. Okay. Tier 5 rocket, Saturn. See you there. Alright, here we are on Saturn. We're landing on the surface somewhere. This place just kind of looks dirty. It's all foggy and musty. Gross. What is this? I hope that's not liquid. Please don't be some kind of nasty, harsh chemical. Please. Please. And good. Seems to be water. So let's get that stuff out of there. And there we go. So what is all this? Broken, infected stone. Gross. I'll take some though. It looks kind of neat. Infected stone. Saturn stone. What is all that? Okay, let's get our bow down. So we'll do a little bit of exploration, not a ton. Okay. Oh crap, I don't have a stinking that slime block. Okay, I don't care about slime blocks. Alright. Man, this place just eats through armor durability. Okay, let's close ourselves in so we don't have to deal with gross mobs. And we need to go find some ores. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll get through and hopefully locate a dungeon, because we need to get some stuff. Alright guys, so we got through Saturn. I'm going to have to go back. I couldn't find the dungeon, and turns out, I hope we can do this, turns out you do start taking ticking damage after a little while from the... So there's Saturn magnesium ore. From the radiation. And we started taking ticking damage, and it was actually quite a bit to deal with. So how do we deal with the Saturn magnesium then? Do we have to put it through that other... I wonder what are the uses here? Oh, we can just straight smelt it. That sucks. Okay. So I guess let's come down here and get this augment out, and we'll put these in. So that'll complete Saturn for us, right? Yeah, space magnesium ain't good. So let's claim that. We should now be able to do the anti-rad. We need to claim that too. Never did claim that. So then now we need to start building a few of these machines, right? Alright, cool. So, let's get a SP. Why? Why? Hmm? To just give us a reason to ask why you're giving us that stuff. That's a lot of those. Why do we have that many of those? Oh, whatever. How do... Wow. Okay. Where did those... Are we getting those from loot bags or something? That's weird. Okay. So, we need to get this anti-rad going. So we need a basic purifier, and I guess we'll start there. We'll just go down the line. I want to make these with you and hopefully get through the first anti-rad, and then I'll probably blast through the rest of the planets off camera. So basic purifier is right there, and we need filters, which are wool cloth, string mesh. Just make a stack of string mesh, and wool cloth is wool, so hopefully, yeah, we'll just make a stack of those. Filters, 1 2 3 4. Compressed carbon, I think we've got. Basic solar panels, steel, a steel pole, which we should be able to do. Aluminum wire and basic wafer full. I think we should have that. Yeah, we do. Okay, cool. So then the basic purifier. What are we missing? Compressed carbon. I guess we don't. Okay, so let's get some carbon. I know we don't have a ton of it. But we do have some carbon ore, so we can definitely make that work. So this is kind of a slow process. So let's look at, what else was there? I'm going to eat. Basic solar evaporation. Well, those are done, so I guess we won't continue on that line. There is the basic purifier. And these I'm just going to set... Oh, I don't know. I don't think it really matters all that much. Let's set these on top of the these guys. And let's get a flux point. We've got 1 in here, I think. Oh, no, we have 8. Okay. And let's see if this is the side it wants for that. No, it's not. So can we put it the other way then? Is it power on the top? These machines are so strangely sited. Yeah, power from the top. Okay. So we've got the basic purifier now. We need the basic solar evaporation chamber. Which is going to be compressed mercury, blocks of mercury, and 4... wow. 1. So we need a couple more of those. Very cool. So we had all of that. And what do we have? So we need blocks of mercury. And then we need compressed. So mercury. Might as well just sort of split these up and let these kind of run through, because I think we're going to need a few of them. And then we'll have our basic solar evaporation chamber done. And then we're going to need the crystallizer and the chemical injector. So there's a few more mercury plates. Solar evap. Boom. Solar evaporation chamber. So we should be able to, I guess, plop that guy there. And then we're going to need a flux duct. And we'll put some... Uh-oh. There it is. Might as well use resonant for everything, right? Yeah. Okay. So now we need the basic crystallizer. Crystallizer is pistons. We're going to need more carbon. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let me get the stuff together for this, and then we'll come back and we'll work through the anti-rad. All right, guys. So I got everything kind of together. There was one machine that wasn't listed here to get to Anti-Rad. And I don't know if it was because we were supposed to build it somewhere else or... I mean, I don't remember seeing it ever. Anyway, so this is... No, you know what? It is there. I'm an idiot. Again. So we've got the basic Purifier, the solar evaporation chamber, the basic Crystallizer, and the chemical injector. The chemical injector's over here. There's nothing uniform about the input-outputs on these machines, and you can't change them. But like this guy, the Purifier, goes in on top for power. And you can go, I'm assuming, in and out on the sides. I don't really know. The chemical injector is a top power. The crystallizer and decrystallizer are both side power. And then the solar evaporation chamber is also side power. And I don't see how this is solar anything. Anyway, we needed to look at Anti-Rad. And it's kind of a multi-step process. It's easily doable. So the basic chemical injector is going to be used to build the potassium iodide, right? With iodized salt, which is crystallized water that you had to get here, way back here. Weird types of water. The liquid crystallized water and the radioactive water quest, the weird types of water that you needed to do on Ceres and Europa. If you haven't done it yet and you're watching this before you do it, make sure you grab a bunch of this stuff. I used... Let me see if I still have it. Right here. The reservoirs. I used a basic reservoir, and it got me, 10 buckets. But 10 buckets I don't think is going to be enough. I had a few buckets on the side, too, so I was able to get a few. But make sure you grab a bunch. This is also where that potash, way back, where this comes in. Right? So... the iodized salt comes from the basic crystallizer with that liquid crystallized water. And that's how you get the iodized salt. And then you use that, let's go back in here, to create the clean water bucket for one. In the Purifier, you run the infected water bucket from mercury that we just saw at the beginning of this episode. Or maybe that was last. I don't know. We got a few of those anyway. But then you run that through the iodized salt, and that gives you a clean water bucket. Right? So I need to go grab those. The infected water bucket. And I want to see how many we get. If it's 1 for 1, that's fine with me. And this takes a little while to go through. Yeah, cool. It's 1 for 1. Awesome. That works. So we need another one. I'm only going to make the anti-rad once on camera. Everything else that I do with it will be off camera, just because it's kind of tedious. I don't feel like automating this, because once we're done with this, I don't want to look at it again. I really don't. So, 2 clean water buckets for the anti-rad. And... so we've got those. Now we need the compressed magnesium we can get easily. The glass bottle's easy. The potassium iodide. Right? So the iodized salt we've got. The potassium is what we need to work on. So that is in the solar evaporation chamber. What was that? Nothing. Okay. So in the solar evaporation chamber, we put 12 potash shards. So I'm just going to put a whole stack in and see what happens. So there's 1, 2... 3, 4. Cool. And we'll just let that last one run. And we take this and we put it over into the chemical injector as that plus some of the salt. The iodized salt. Okay? And then... no? Is that not it? What are we... Am I losing it? Yeah. 3 and 6. Oh, crap. So we need a little bit more. And then we'll be able to do it. So 3 and 6. And that will start. There we go. Injecting. So that should give us 1. Wow. Okay. So I've got some work to do. Let me get more of the potash shards put together, and I thought we were ready. Let me get more of the potash shards put together, and then we'll get going on this. All right, guys. So we can make the anti-rad now. We've got the 4 potassium iodides, a couple of clean water buckets, glass bottle, and a couple of compressed magnesium. You hear more compressed magnesium going in the background because I'm preparing for the next tier of rocket. I'm just assuming. But there's anti-rad, reduces radiation level by 50%. That is a lot of work for that little tiny bit of whatever you want to call that. Let's claim that guy. And more razor wire. Okay, Q. So let's drink it. 47% radiation. Nice. Nice. So I guess I'll go through and I'll make another one. We've got a little bit of that potash that we can kind of use, but yeah, if we want to make too much more of this stuff, we're going to have to go back to the planets and get more stuff. So I'm going to get prepped and everything, and now that our radiation is something that we can kind of manage relatively, at least now we'll be able to go back and get through the rest of the planets. Let's take a look real quick. So we need to do the tier 6, so I'm going to have to go back to Saturn to get the dungeon, find the dungeon and get it knocked out. I'm going to do it off camera. You've seen all the bosses. Everything else is just the same. So I'll do that. We need to get through what? The tier 8 rocket? Yeah, so I guess Saturn to Uranus to Neptune and then Neptune will have the tier 8 dungeon, and then we'll be able to go to Pluto. So I'm going to knock this stuff out real quick, and I'll be back when it's time to go to Pluto. Alrighty. Alright, guys, so here is a tier 8 rocket. That took quite a while to get all the way through this. There are an unbelievable amount of steps for each of the plates. Just be prepared to take a lot of time with your compressors to get the plates. I mean, for each new tier of plate, you basically have to have all of the old tiers of plates with a new material. And by the time you get to tier 8, tier 9, tier 10, it becomes incredibly grindy. And what's really annoying is this this rocket over here that we had gotten that said creative only. Well, yeah, it is actually creative only. Like, we can't fly it. So I don't know why. I mean, I guess maybe as a troll reward, maybe. I don't know why we were even given this thing if we can't use it. I mean, it looks cool. I'm gonna leave it up because it's kind of nifty. But this is the tier 8. We built the tier 8. I'm gonna show you this too. So I know I had mentioned it a while ago about the ore dictionificator. This is how it's used, right? So to do, like, we're gonna cheat a little bit on Pluto. Right, we just need to go there now. Because I don't care if we get the actual space tungsten ingot, and that's the only thing we need to get. We just need to go discover it to unlock it. I'm tired of going to planets. I went to Uranus after going back to Saturn. Got through the tier 7, went to Neptune, got all the junk at Neptune, got to tier 8. I'm tired of it. I am so happy that we don't have to go to Kepler anymore. At some point, maybe we'll revisit it. Today, I am just burnt out on going to planets. So, Pluto, we just need to go to Pluto. This is complete because of this. So, if you go to the ore dictionificator, you set a new filter, and depending on what you're looking for, like if you wanted the ore and you had the ore of something else, you could convert that. The name has to match, right? So you can do the F3B whatever command it is to look at the advanced tooltips. I'm not going to worry about it because I know these are ingots and they're both tungsten. So in this case, it's going to be ingot with a capital tungsten, right? This would be the list. So it's going to come up and it'll show you your various options. So we can convert these to a Magneticraft ingot, to the Tech Reborn tungsten ingot, to the Space tungsten ingot, and those look like they're the 3. So I've already got it set, and all we have to do is put our tungsten ingots in the other ones, and we have the Magneticraft tungsten, and boom, Space tungsten ingots. So now we have 2 stacks of Space tungsten, right? So we can pop those in there. By the way, side note, my quest book, what is this? This thing is not right at all. I've got duplicates. This thing's freaking out, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't really care. So let's go back to Space and Beyond. So we need to go to Pluto. This is the last planet we need to get to, and then we should be able to move on from it. Let's check our inventory. Good, fuel's full. We should probably check our own inventory. We've got some oxygen. We got enough because we're just going to go there and basically port right back. So, yeah, I guess let's go to Pluto. Wowee! This camera is shaking worse and worse the bigger these rockets get. This is almost difficult to watch. So we're going to hang out, and I really hope Pluto shows up on the map. I didn't even think about that. It's been a little bit wonky with the elimination of the progression system. Because, planet progressions, we used to have to send the satellites up, get the research paper, put the research paper through the telescope. That's gone. Like that, during one of these last couple of updates, that was eliminated. I had a weird bug. Yeah, see, it's doing it again. Why? Really? Why? Okay, well. This is something else. Okay, well, you know what? We had this issue trying to get out to Neptune the first time. Neptune didn't show up. I landed back on Earth. So I guess we'll try it. We'll see if maybe we get lucky and we relaunch. I will let you know if it doesn't show up again and it's still broken. I'm just gonna manually override it. I don't even care at this point. Hopefully it doesn't bug you guys too much. Come on there, Tier 8 rocket. So yeah, I'm gonna get this thing set back up and I'll be back in just a minute. All right, guys. Well, I don't know how to even get around that. Planet Progressions is broken, apparently, and there is no way for us to locate Pluto. So I just manually completed it. If that gets fixed and there is a way to complete it, maybe we'll go back. Honestly, it's more of the same. More of the same. This was very grindy for a single page out of the quest book. Very grindy for all of this. I mean, I get it for some of the stuff, but it was a lot. It was a lot. So yeah. And then of course the quest book is all kinds of bugged out anyway, so it's I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll have to play it by ear. I'm gonna see what I can figure out with that quest book and factory tech stuff. Really? Wow. Awesome. Okay. Well, sorry for the anticlimactic finish of this section, but yeah, I think that part's done. So advanced resources is done. I did make this into the safe portal, the advanced one, whatever it is. I put it together and got enough of the white matter or light matter blocks to put them together. I mean, I guess it's kind of beneficial because we're not getting the silverfish, but I mean, the end is still broken. So lots of very unfinished type bugs in this pack. But I guess I'm going to wrap it up there. Wow, I am glowing. Let me take that mask off. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, hanging out with me. Hopefully you guys picked something up out of this episode outside of either my pack or the pack is broken. Because that's what I picked up out of this. But hopefully you guys have better luck than I did, and won't have to do quite as many overrides. I mean, not that there were really that many, just that one, really. So, yeah. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. If you like what I'm doing on this channel, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, Grumpy Giant signing out. Bye-bye.